morning all the live streams, but I'm trying. Here, Axel, come here. Whenever I get out of the shower, my cat goes crazy. He's like, "Why were you gone? Why did you lock yourself away from me?" Okay, let's do a poll question. What should the poll question be for today? Hi. You silly boy. Ew, Axel. Well, actually, let's put this as no. Let's do this. Never done it. The yellow makes the most sense. And let's make it smaller and put it right here. Okay. Hi, Fishhead. How are you doing? We're expecting blizzard weather throughout the week, so for the week I'm going to be wearing my biggest sweatshirt. I was able to go for a walk yesterday though, because it got up into the 60s, even though it was very windy, so it was kind of a little bit chilly. But I was able to go for a walk and get the sun. Whenever I've been going on my walks, when it's been nicer out in recent days, when I go to a local park, and there's like it's not a track, but it goes in a circle. So it looks like a track, I guess, but around the park, because in the middle is the nature reserve of the park. Anyway, there is, the past few times I've been, there's been a dude who must be part of the local college's like cross country or running track team. It's big on that. The college near me is big on that, the cross country. Anyway, and he looks like college age, but he's always running really fast around. And whenever he passes by, he always has a specific cologne on. I'm like, is that a common thing? Do runners put cologne on when they run? I feel like I never really hear about that being. Maybe do people do that I know? You know what? Maybe, because maybe the girls in high school and middle school that were part of the track team would put perfume on. I guess I just didn't really think about it. It's so strong though when he runs by. It's like, whew. Oh, cool. Have you used the garden before? Oh yes, also make sure you rest. Yes. Who answered yes in the poll, by the way? Make sure you do the poll, everybody. my stress levels are heightened because I want to make sure I get there on time, and I get nervous because I'm like, I don't know if, like, how my body will react during this tattoo appointment. But anyway, I hate driving into construction, but especially when there's nowhere to pull off, because that triggers me very bad. I start having a panic attack and I start like kind of fainting, so I have to like pull off somewhere. I can't believe you drive manual. Do you know how to drive automatic? Automatic, yeah. For the people who've never done it, I wonder, like, do you not have your license, or do you just not live somewhere where they have construction like that, or do you avoid it? So yes, it adds to my time having to take back roads, but I would rather take a back road than to try to take a construction highway with nowhere to pull off and then end up fainting in the middle of the road and then causing a major accident and then passing away, you know? That's interesting. Can I ask, why do you prefer manual? Because isn't it harder? Or do you like a challenge? Is that why? I'm the same way, Fichette. That's also why I don't take the major highway anymore. When it gets to be like really busy and congested in Minneapolis, because it causes me great panic attacks. Also, I've almost gone into so many accidents because people are so bad at driving. That's the thing. I could be such a good driver, but then, and I am a good driver, but then other people can like mess it up. Thank you, 𝐷𝒊𝒒. But in Minneapolis, I imagine Philadelphia might even be worse. I don't know. Actually, what is it? I think, like, based on like whatever data they have for traffic times and whatnot, Minneapolis-St. Paul ranks above anywhere in Pennsylvania, and that actually doesn't surprise me too much even if it's not the case. I'm not trying to compare. What I'm trying to say is, like, I don't think people think of Minneapolis-St. Paul as being somewhere that would have bad traffic, but it does, because a lot of the Minneapolis-St. Paul area includes the suburbs. There's a lot of suburbs that surround. A lot of people drive in and out of town, like from the suburbs, and so it's always very busy traffic, not just in town but on the highways. Very busy. Yeah, but I feel you though, Fichette. Like, the traffic, it makes me so incredibly anxious. I hate it so much. I've had to drive in like the busiest parts of the city in rush hour traffic before, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I can't. Oh my god, just thinking about it makes me tear up. I get so anxious from it. Oh, thank you. I am. I'm yapping about driving on the highway. That's the thing too. I don't know. For highways everywhere, like, for the most part, the highway system, interstate system in North Dakota isn't too bad. Like, it's usually just on flat land. But in the Twin Cities, there's like, you could be driving like high up here, and if you like go off the edge, then you'll die. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the big drop. Yeah. So that makes me anxious too. I'll say it gonna say that because I've heard of that before too. But I also feel like it makes me more aware. I understand that. That's also why I don't put myself on cruise control typically nowadays. And also because if you're driving where it's busy, you can't really have cruise control anyway because you're always like having to stop and start and like move around people. But in North Dakota, when I would drive to and from Fargo to Grand Forks to see my high school sweetheart when he was in college, like just anywhere in North Dakota though, really, it's like you could just have cruise control on basically the whole time even. But now I never really it's very rare for me to put on cruise control. And in the times where I have, it's been also when like then suddenly I get hit with bad weather such as raining, so you're not supposed to be on cruise control when it's raining. I've said this before, one of the times last year when I was getting coming back from Minneapolis from a tattoo appointment. The last like 20 to 30 minutes driving home, I got something on the radio that was an alert saying that there was a tornado warning. I'm like, oh. So I had to drive home with that in the forefront of my mind. I'm like, it's okay, Brittany, do not pass out, you're okay. It ended up being fine. I think it ended up just passing us. Oh my god. Hi, Josie. Josie, I was just thinking about you. Kat brought up the combat boots and it made me think of your new shoes that you got. I was just thinking about you. But that's the thing. I can only drive like in my vans. When I drive in anything else, like I get very anxious because my shoes got like stuck before. So I'm like, if I go somewhere and I'm gonna wear boots, I'll just like put them in the bag. Typically I don't though, because like when I go to my tattoo appointments, which is mainly why I travel out of town, I try to wear as comfortable of clothing as I can. Wait, did I already say hi, Jennifer? Hi, Jennifer. So many of y'all have never done it. That's bonkers to me. Thank you, Jennifer. Is anybody else here expecting to get blizzard weather throughout the week / lucky. Tuesdays. I feel like Tuesdays are usually pretty good days for me as well. I really like the way my Wednesdays are set up. I like my Wednesdays typically. I feel like my most anxiety Mondays because it's the start of the week. So it's like shifting from weekend to weekday. But it's also honestly mainly because of laundry, because I do laundry in our laundry room here, and I get nervous that people are going to be utilizing the facilities. Our machines break all the time, so I get worried that I'll try to use the washer or the dryer and it will stop working. There's been times that hasn't happened in a while, but the coin slot you like do, and it gets stuck, so that I can't even like wash or dry my clothes because it gets stuck. Oh my goodness. So I hate laundry days. I actually like doing laundry, but I don't like doing it when, like for example, back when I lived with my sister in Fargo, the last place we lived at together in Fargo, we had our own laundry room, and all those washer and dryer set was so nice. It was in a new apartment. Oh, it was so beautiful. Ever since living here, we have to like share the space, so then I hate it. Well, you don't have to participate, Vinny. You don't have to participate. You can just like. Anyways, if anybody wants to like hang out with me, I'm probably gonna, if I remember to, I'll try to do that. I'll set it up in case anybody just wants to hop in, see where I'm at in the game. So I gotta say it, out of all the ASMR creators that I see who have like channel emojis, I think I have the best ones. I think I have the best ones. That's just what I think. Thank you, 𝒕𝒊𝒆𝒄𝒄. I'm happy to hear that. Matthew, I am doing ASMR. Thank you, Kat. Do y'all remember driving for the first time? I was so anxious, and my mom just had us like, the first time I like drove, I mean, I guess at first there was like a couple of times, maybe like in a library parking lot, we learned about like just driving around there and parking. But driving like on the road, this is back when we would still go to church, even though I hated it. And she then, after just only a couple times doing that, she's like, okay, drive to church. And it wasn't nearby. And we didn't take a highway, but we had to take thankfully it wasn't too busy, but I remember I almost like drove into the car next to me because I'm like, I don't know much about what to do here, about like how much you're supposed to turn and whatnot. It's kind of crazy how we learned to drive. But I was so anxious at first. I'm like, Mother, I think you're throwing me too much in the deep end at first. Driving down the street is different. Okay, but you're having me drive like 20 minutes away from home in a busy part of town, even though thankfully it wasn't too congested with traffic at that time. Made you drive home? Oh my god. Okay, I shouldn't say this probably, but my mom still haven't learned to drive late. Honestly, that's fine. Driving is so scary. Driving is very, very scary. Like, even I watch 𝒂𝒃𝒄𝒄. Him and his longtime partner don't even know how to drive. Don't have the license, don't know how to drive. And it makes me think of people who live in like New York City, because he lives in New York City. I'm like, if you live in a place like that, you kind of don't really need to even really learn how to drive. hear about that too, like people who learn how to drive, but then they move to a big city with better public transportation, or like they live nearby, so they just like walk or bike. I've heard of people who do that in San Francisco. I can take the trolley, not the trolley, it's the trolley. I'm thinking of the tram. But you think of people who they just take public transportation and whatnot, or they walk. So they're like, yeah, I don't even like know if I know how to drive anymore. I'm like, oh my god, but I still have my license, they say. But yeah, driving's very scary. What was I gonna say though? It has something to do so because of psychosis. Yeah, that makes sense. Hi, Ems. But yeah, do whatever. Do whatever, you know, is best for you. What was I gonna say though? Oh, when I started driving, this is before I even had my permit. That's the other thing that's made me so anxious too. My mom had me start driving on the road, like 2 places before I even had my permit. And she would let me drive her car back when I first got my first ever job over a summer. Wait, how did I get to work? How does that make sense? How did I get to work? I think I'd have to drive her to work and then drive myself to work. I don't remember how that worked. How did I do that? How did I drive? Because I would use my mom's car. Oh, sometimes I had to. No, that doesn't. No, she would drop me off. How did I get to work? I must have been dropped off and picked up in the summer. No, I don't even. Anyway, sometimes I would take my mom's car. When I had my permit, you're not supposed to drive with a permit without an adult in the vehicle with you, a licensed adult in the vehicle with you, or is it that, or is it a parental guardian? Can it be somebody who isn't a guardian who is in the car with you? I think it's just any adult who has a license anyway. Or is it just an adult? Do they need a license? I think they need a license anyway. My mom will let me drive her car 2 places on just my permit. I'm like, okay, I hope I don't get into an accident. And I won't even tell her. I'd be like, it's okay, I don't need to. I can figure out what's different. She would be like, no, take it. I'm like, okay. Oh, how was that cat? I know, my mom. North Dakota, by the way, you can get your license early. So when you can get your permit, I think I got my permit. You can get your permit, at least that's how it was before, at age 14. You can get your license at age 15 or 6, or if you're older. Wait, 15, so 16. You have to wait at least 6, or when you're older, after you get your permit, you have to wait 6 months to be able to get your license. Is it still like that, or can you just get, do you have to still get your permit and then get your license when you're older if you wait until you're older? I don't know how it works. But I got my permit at 14, so I was still in middle school. And I was in 9th grade after I got my license. My sister got hers before me because I was nervous to get my license, but then I finally got it, I think in the summer or in the fall. So maybe I was technically in, you know what? Were we 14 when we got our license? No, we must have been 15. But yeah, 15. I know in other places you have to wait until you're older. It was a 1996 Toyota Camry. It was rough. And so then my mom surprised us with it, like, surprise. And my sister was like, oh my god, thank you. And I was just like, okay. And my mom's like, well, and she called me, she's like, aren't you excited? Aren't you happy I got this for you? I'm like, it looks like it's on its deathbed. I didn't say that, but I'm like, it's fine. It's just, it looks very run down. So I don't know how long it will last. And there's always repairs that need to be done on it. None of the windows could roll down. The driver's side was the only one that was partially rolled down permanently, like a little bit at the top. The AC didn't work. It had a lot of miles on it. By the time it was brought to the junkyard, it had, how much did it have? Did it have over 300,000? It might have. If not, it was close to that. It might have been like up to 320,000. I could be wrong though. Maybe it was just under 300,000 miles. I don't remember. I don't even think the radio. There was no radio. It was just wires that were where the radio was supposed to be. One of my headlights was permanently out, and you couldn't fix it because the electrical was all messed up. So you couldn't, no matter how, it didn't matter if you replaced the like light itself because it was an electrical issue. It was very dusty. But yeah, so it had been through the ringer. So my mom's like, why aren't you excited? I'm like, it's fine. Like, I'm glad my sister and I will have a car now. But I'm not gonna pretend to be like extremely happy with the car. So she was mad. She's like, you need to be more grateful. I'm like, I am grateful to have a car, but I'm not gonna be jumping up and down and pretending to be like how Amanda's acting. Like, oh my god, I love it. Hi Kodak. Hi Wildcat. I've never seen Sailor Moon. I should watch Sailor Moon one day. Is it on Crunchyroll? I need to watch all the Pokemon episodes one day. I have so many things on my list. Let me try to think of an example of like the car example. Like, let's say you got a gift and you asked for something. What should the gift be? Let's say you asked for a new phone, and like now we're on iPhone 18s, right? Let's say you asked for a new phone and you have iPhone 7, and then somebody gave you an iPhone 8, and it's like, I'm so grateful, but this isn't what I meant by a new phone. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Thank you, Wildcats. Hi, Rocket Dog. I think I have an iPhone 17. Right? Or do I have an iPhone 16? I thought I have a 17. Maybe I have a 16. It's hard to keep track. I guess I don't remember. You're probably right. I love pastel. Before, when I upgraded my phone to the 16, what phone did I have? I don't even remember what phone I had before. iPhone issues, I had to quit, and then I eventually had to drop out of college because I was very ill. I didn't know what was going on. Fargo, yeah. Yes, I am live. Live and in the flesh. It's hard for me to do the deeper one. It feels like I'm like choking on my tongue the way I have to do it. But the game, y'all, that I have is the Super Mario Sunshine. Is that anybody here ever played that? That's what I've been playing. Yeah, sure. Yes, that's what I've been doing. At first, I was like, I'm gonna try and get all the blue coins and all the this and this. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna worry about doing that because if I do that, it takes the fun out of the game because I'm more focused on the statistics and having fun and playing the game. You get what I'm saying? So like, I'll look around a little bit, try to find like the things to spray water on, like the M marks, blue coins, whatever. I'm not gonna try and do these really hard things. And it adds a lot of extra time, and I'm not even having fun because I'm just focused on the statistics of it all. It's like I want to just have fun and play the game. When I was younger, though, I was so bad at games. I didn't know what I was doing. I only ever made it past, like, or to the main island, and then I would just try to get to the main star, like, where it has all the gunk on it. I'm like, why can't I get up there? It's like, honey, you're not doing it right. You're supposed to do other things to get to that point. So I never got even close to completing. I never even got to Bianco Hills, which is like level 1 or Island 1, episode 1. So it's really fun for me to actually play it and like know what to do now. I love all the colors in it. It's just, it makes me want to cry. I love it. It's so happy memories. I love it. I love it. I'm just happy. I didn't think the GameCube would still work. I'm happy that it still works. Rocket Dog, I do live streams on Tuesdays around 10 a.m. Central Time and Thursdays around 2:30 p.m. Central Time. Lately, I've been running late though, for personal health reasons, for the later live streams. In the morning, well, I guess technically the morning live streams too, but yeah. When y'all do tongue clicking, do you put your tongue just behind your teeth or on the roof of your mouth? Because, like, it's easier when it's closer to my teeth, but I feel like. But I like it, the sound maybe more when it's on the roof of my mouth. It hurts my tongue after a while, like it's fatigued. Also, Josie, I like doing the thing where you just get the fruit for the ladies. You give them their fruit. I love doing that. It's so fun. Just stuff like that. that glitch happens sometimes. So then after I went to one of the islands and played a game and came back, talking about the first time before I like got the memory card, I had to restart yesterday. I had so much progress before that, but it's okay. I'm mainly already back to where I was at before since yesterday. But the durian fruit, then I came after I did a level, an episode. I came back and then I was kicking. I'm like, oh, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. So apparently that glitch can happen sometimes because I'm like, I was on that for like 20-30 minutes. I'm like, why is this not working? And I'm like, oh, I wouldn't have been able to do it. It was the glitch in the game. Yeah. Trying to do it with my mouth closed. I look like a frog. I look like an old scared lady. Okay. Hey, Axel, don't look at me like that. Thank you, Manu. Or Manao. Thank you, champ. I don't know if I'm normal, but I'll take it. It is Manu. Okay. Oh, yo. Right in the live stream after I paid, I gotta. Okay. I got these, but I'm nervous to try them. They're Just Ingredients brand electrolytes. I'm nervous because when I try new things, sometimes I don't have a good reaction. But this should be. I'm nervous because I consume stuff with coconut, but I've never had anything with coconut water in it. So I don't know how I'll react to this. But y'all, all these like health product stuff are Mormon owned. Like I can guarantee you this is Mormon Also, people with POTS are supposed to have more salt, so hopefully this should be fine. I wish it was iodized, but whatever. So sodium chloride. It has chloride in it, though. I might need more chloride in my diet. I don't know. It has calcium citrate, lime extract, organic stevia leaf extract, organic monk fruit extract. I like monk fruit. Fine. It's in my cereal. Monk fruit is in the cereal that I eat, and it has stevia leaf extract. I don't really like stevia, honestly. I don't like the taste of it, but so hopefully it wouldn't be a strong flavor. But I'm nervous but excited to try this because I get nervous. Sometimes my body just loses too much electrolytes after I pee, and so I want this to help retain the fluids and the electrolytes better. In the Discord, I might talk about this. If I end up trying it today and saying how I feel, because I'm kind of, again, nervous to try it. It doesn't have like actual sugar in it. It has the fake sugar in it, so hopefully, it shouldn't spike my blood sugar. It should be fine. There. Thank you, Gabriel. Before I forget, let me end the poll. Never done it 43%. Does driving in construction make you anxious? Never done it 43%. Yes, 31%. No, 26%. I really wonder for those of you who haven't done it. I should have had a different option. I don't have my license. That should have been the fourth option. Hey, Abo, I'm sorry I had to go. Thank y'all for hopping on. You can like, subscribe, you can become a channel member for as low as 99 cents. All the information for all the